Hey everyone! So I'm back today with more My Hero Academia. Last episode was so crazy good. Like you could probably tell from my reaction, but that one hit me really hard and in a good way. And I don't I don't know if I said this last episode, but the more I think about it, and we've had some really, really, really good episodes. Like, I've really enjoyed this series, but I think that last one was my favorite so far. It just had everything. It had so much emotion. It had so much action. Like, the action in that was crazy. The parts with Izuku just going crazy with his one for all, and there's a scene like throughout somewhere near the end of the battle where he's just like, he can barely even walk, he can barely even stand, and he just keeps going, and it's like, that is Izuku right there. That's everything you need to know about Izuku is right there in that scene. And so it was an awesome moment for Todoroki, because we see how Izuku kind of is able to convince him throughout the course of that battle that, you know, his powers, his hot power and his ice power, it's his power now. It's not, you know, up until this point, Todoroki had been refusing to use the side of his quirk that he got from his dad for obvious reasons after seeing this episode. But throughout the course of this, Izuku changes his mind and changes his heart, and to just, you know, using that and moving forward with it is his power, like putting his all into it. Because, you know, the point Izuku makes is like, you think everyone else here is giving it their all, and you can just come in here and like give 50%, like give half, and it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. And it was great. It was such a great moment. It was a great, like I said, it was a great moment for Todoroki. It was a great look into his background, and it was a great moment for him. But it was just as good a moment for Izuku, because like I said, like, that's everything you need to know right there. How he just keeps getting back up, how he you know, his part of being a hero is the hero part of it. You know, like, one thing that just drove me nuts in the last episode was seeing Endeavor, and like the whole time afterwards, all I could think about was like, he calls himself a hero? Like, you can't do that and be that kind of person. And I get it that in this world, being a hero is a job, it's a profession, and it's very political, and it's not just all about like being heroic and doing heroic things. But at the same time, like, that it just blew my mind that like he could be the number 2 hero, you know, Endeavor could be the number 2 hero and be like that horrible of a person. And I think that what really shined about Izuku in the last episode was that we got to see like how far he's come with using his powers, and he's starting to master that part of being a hero. But I've always said, like, it's his hero's heart that is going to make the big difference, you know? So I'll stop ranting about how great I think that all the characters are. But speaking of how great the characters are, I see that this next episode is called Fight on Iida. And I am very excited because, as you know, I'm an Iida person. If I had to, after that last episode, if I had to arrange my favorite characters right now, it would be Izuku. I think is always going to be at the top. But then I think it's a tie between Todoroki and Iida. So I don't know why, I love me some Iida. And of course, you know, I'm being won over a lot by characters like, oh my god, I hope I get his name right, Takayami, the one with the raven crow powers. I just have loved everything I've seen of him. We saw some really good stuff with Uraraka the episode before last, and she has won me over a lot, but I'd say those are my top 2.5, I guess, would be Izuku, and then a tie between Iida and Todoroki. So without further ado, I cannot wait to see more of this awesome series. I feel like it gets better and better every time I watch it. So let's jump into the next episode of My Hero Academia. Look at those fingers. Oh my god. And when he just kept breaking them over and over, I was like losing my mind. Okay, so while the theme is playing, I want to share something really cool. So I found out recently, thanks to one of my awesome viewers, who does this song, the theme song here. And it turns out it was someone I had been listening to. Now I'm going to forget his name, but you all know his name if you read the comments. And I got this album on iTunes this week, and I was listening to it, and it has this song, the My Hero song, on it. It has a song with Hatsune Miku, which if you watch my Tokyo video, you know that I met this really cute, adorable Hatsune Miku cosplayer when I was in Tokyo. And it has his duet with Masaki Suda, who I just adore in every way. And it has a bunch of other good stuff on it too, and it just cracked me up that I've been listening to like a handful of these songs the whole time, and from that album, and when I got the whole album, like this was on there, and I just thought it was really cool. Same with Little Glee Monster, like I had no idea that they were the ones that did the end song, and then one time I was just like, was like really focusing when the credits were playing, and I saw that it was Little Glee Monster, and so I just thought that was cool. Alright, I'm gonna shut up because the episode is about to start, so. Except for reaction comments, of course. Heck yeah, he does. Oh. Bakugo's not on board with all this talk about Izuku. I want someone to waste this guy so bad. Oh, poor baby. Oh, this isn't good. I guess if they don't know, it's okay. He really went far this time. Did she say it was one of his injuries was never going to go back the way it was before? One of his bones? You saved him! That's what a hero does! Thank you! You did your job as a hero. Heroes save people. It doesn't matter what form that takes. I just wish he hadn't gotten hurt so bad. I hate seeing him all laid up there in pain. Poor baby. Come on, Iida! That was so effective, but I love that it was so like polite. Like he just kind of like politely pushed her out of the ring. Yes! So 2 people I love are winning already, and we're a couple minutes into this episode. It's mangled. Why? It's a decent point. It's almost like self-harm, like not self-harm, but it's like it's bad at this point. He's just hurting himself over and over and over. Like he's got to find a better way. He was. See, I didn't know that. I was wondering. Give us some backstory. Oh my god, flashback. God, please give me more.
聞かれると思ってたのに。
I was wondering. I've been wondering since day one. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my god. Who? What now? The who now? See, Bakugo's really smart. Like, he's not just a hothead. I think that's cool. Tell me he's no! Oh my god! I just said they were tied for my second favorite. Why are they fighting each other? This is horrible. I don't know who to root for. Ooh! 7, 6, 5. Ah! No! That was pretty friggin' cool, I gotta say. I didn't know who to root for, but I think they both did pretty well. They both showed off some good skill. Why don't you go... His brother better not die on this mission. That's all I'm gonna say. No! No! Oh god, is he dead? I think he's dead. Oh my god. I need to stop saying stuff because I think I'm cursing everyone in this show. Shoot. He is really smart. Dang it. That surprises me. I would have thought that would have been a little, but it makes sense. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be so intense. Iida, honey. That's some vibrate he's got on his phone there. Crap, it's the bad news. Oh! It's from the... He's from the last big villain fight. That's the... Oh no. Only Little Glee Monster could bring me back from some of the craziness of that episode. Oh my god. Hero Killer Stain. That, you know, if you're gonna have a villain name, I guess go for the gold. Call yourself Stain. Because that's nasty. God, it's just really hard not to get into the song, I'm sorry. Like, we had a lot of tense stuff happen there at the end, but it's really hard not to get into this. It's a good thing they got a really cheery end theme, the way that some of these episodes end, because some of them are nuts. And you would need, like, a cheery theme to, like, lighten the mood after. Alright. Oh my god. That episode was nuts. I need to backtrack, because obviously the stuff that happened at the very end is going to be, like, most at the forefront of my mind, but I really want to backtrack and review some of the stuff that happened earlier in the episode before I just go completely insane over what happened at the end. So, so we had a little hint of, you know, Izuku just, and he always does this, like, I love this kid, but like he kills me sometimes with just beating himself up. And like I get it, because to him I'm sure that it feels like a big failure, but like here we are in the audience, and even like All Might said it, that like sometimes that's what a hero needs to do, you know. It's I'm after seeing like some of the really crummy heroes that are around, like Endeavor, I'm just so glad to see that Izuku is, I feel like he's bringing the heroic aspect back into heroism. I mean, it's not like it's gone or anything, but like I feel like that is his key characteristic. Oh my god. So I have been theorizing from day one, and I don't know if I said a lot about it. Honestly, I think probably I didn't. I was just trying to like piece together everything that was going on. But since like the earliest episodes of the show, I have been wondering, did All Might just not have a quirk? And he, like, we know it was passed down. We know One for All was passed down, but like, did he just not have a quirk? And so now we know. I mean, that should be great news to Izuku, because I mean, if All Might didn't have a quirk and then he got One for All and mastered it the way that he did, like Izuku's gonna be, and he even said like Izuku has already made more progress than he would have ever expected. So, so I'm glad that Izuku's back in the game now. But man, to see him all like laid up like that, it hit me in the heart. He really did it this time. I can kind of see what Recovery Girl means. Like, he has to find a better way, because at this point he's doing so much harm to himself, even by having, like, you know, yes, it was a very intense battle, but, like, that was also, like a tournament, you know? Like, what's going to happen to him if he's in, like, a villain battle, and he tries to do that, and, you know, there is no, like, out of bounds or anything, or Recovery Girl, like, he's just gotta, which, considering some of the crazy stuff happening with villains later in this episode, I think it's very likely that we're going to have another, like, students facing villains encounter. I don't know that, but I'm speculating. So I thought that was really good, that they're kind of thinking about that now. So the matches are really good. I think it's amazing how they can go through a match so quickly on this show, and still you get a lot out of it. So we had some really cool stuff between the final four. We had some stuff before that too. Just they really quick kind of got other people out of the way and got everyone into the final four. But I really liked the final four matches, and so I was sad about Iida, but at the same time, like, I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to, like, know who to root for, because I love both of them. And so as kind of sad as it was to see Iida lose, I thought that was a really cool moment. And Iida still did pretty well. Like, even Todoroki said, like, he wasn't even able to dodge, like, one of the moves. So that was really good. And so I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong at the beginning of the episode. Sorry. Tokoyami versus Bakugo was really good. I was kind of surprised at how, like, I thought that would have been, like, they would have been on equal footing a little bit more, but like, when you think about the fact that, you know, Tokoyami has a dark shadow monster, and Bakugo's thing is fire, like fire, flame, light. He's lighting things up. Like, it makes sense that Tokoyami would clearly be at a disadvantage there. But man, like, this next fight we're going into is gonna be epic. Oh my god, I can't wait. So obviously we had the crazy, like, kind of real world stuff going on at the end of this episode, and I got a little worried when the first time that Iida calls his brother, and it just kind of felt like, I thought maybe that would be the time where, like, he'd call him when we see the brother dead or something. But then I was like, no, it's just me being a worrywart. And then that scene at the end, God, right as I said, he better not be dead. I need to shut up during these moments, because I think I am jinxing them. So, oh God. Knowing that his brother is so much of his motivation for wanting to be a hero, I can't even imagine how this is going to, like, it's going to be bad. it's going to be real bad. And so now we have the villains that we had the big, huge encounter with previously. That was the end of season 1, right? Yeah, I think it was the end of season 1. So it looks like they have recruited this charming new villain, Stain. Yeah. That was nasty with him licking the blood. Like, he looks like he legit feels ominous and scary. Like, I will say that. Like, he really does have like a good villain presence. At the same time, I'm very scared. I don't want anything bad to happen to any more people. And he appears to be after All Might as well, which makes sense as to why the other villains would be recruiting him, because they were also after All Might. I imagine probably a lot of villains, are after like the number one hero. So it's not that's not that crazy to imagine. But man, have we got some good stuff coming. I'm going to stop ranting because I personally am dying to watch this next episode. So I'm going to get to it. I will see you next time for the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. See ya.